want to have a conversation about why you're not sleeping. And I'm sure that most of you are aware that aren't sleeping, and there are a lot of you that it's due to stress. And I understand that because that's where I was in life. I sort of slept, but I woke up every morning in the early hours, somewhere between 3 and 4, and the sheets where I was sleeping were absolutely wet through because I'd been sweating profusely, and that was even in the winter as well. So it can affect us in different ways, not sleeping. We either get to bed at night and that chattering mind goes on and on and on and on about something that's going on through the day. And if you have that, and you think about that, I would suggest now that you're getting a disturbance here somewhere. Your stomach might be turning, it might be tightening, you might get a nauseous feeling, or around the heart here you're getting a real tight feeling. And believe it or not, that is because of a belief that you've created for yourself between the age of 0 and 6 years old. And then between 7 and 14, you've created experiences subconsciously without knowing to confirm those beliefs. And the same between 14 and 21. And along the way, in those 3 7-year cycles, because everything is cyclical in this stuff, what's also happened is you've created other experiences that has probably triggered you into safety, where this area of the mind starts talking at 20 to the dozen because it wants to keep you safe, and the experience you've got at that particular time is triggering you so much that you probably create a social mask to fit in, or you run away from it, or you avoid the situation or the experience. Whatever it is, it still stems back to these beliefs that we have. And what happens is that can create emotion, and more than often than not it does. And we tend to push that emotion down, especially men. It's like, I can't cry. So we just push that down. And ladies as well, they'll start to show the emotion, and they'll hold those tears back and push it down. And you know, every time we do that, and I say we because that's the sort of thing I used to do, we're not letting that energy escape. So what we're doing is compounding even more the belief and trapping that energy. So when you try and go to sleep at night, and that noise, that chatter about what's concerning you, it could be a conversation you've had where you are questioning that you were right, you could even feel embarrassed about the conversation, you didn't handle it right in your view. Again, it's that belief you created. And you're not quite sure where to go from here, and it goes over and over and over in your mind, and you'll quiet the mind and then it comes back in again, and it just keeps coming, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And when you're sat there in the dark, it gets worse. And what will happen, you'll get up at whatever time, and your conscious mind takes over, and it'll tell you a story of and justifying what's happened, and it makes you feel safe. So your system settles down, but I can assure you that energy is still in there. So the next time you go to bed, it'll start again. Might be on a different subject, but it'll start again. And it's exactly the same if you experience what I experienced, and you wake up in the early hours of the morning and the sheets are wet because you've been sweating. I used to get up, and I suspect you do as well, because you didn't want that subconsciously, that disturbance. You knew it was going to happen, and the way to get out of it was to get up. And when you were cleaning your teeth or having a shower or washing the dog, whatever you do, walking the dog, not washing the dog, whatever you do to distract away, again, the mind will then come up with a story of how everything's fine, you're now dealing with it, and it makes you feel safe. Really fascinating stuff. If you want a deep conversation on this, if you really want to sleep at night, why do you put up with it? It can be healed. I'm stunned of how many of you I talk to that don't move forward, and you carry on this life of not sleeping. You understand exactly what I'm saying, you understand what I'm talking about in this video, but you still don't take action. But hey, that's your journey. I'm not judging you. I'm not creating any form of insecurity around that. That is your journey, and if you feel comfortable with that, that's perfect. That's up to you. But if you are getting a calling to not live with this anymore, then just put your name and email address in, or message me, and we'll have a free conversation around it. I'm not going to charge you. We'll just have a free conversation around it. If you want to move forward from there and you want to heal it, then we can do. It's all up to you. Whatever it is you decide or choose to do, that's perfect. Thanks for listening, and have a great day wherever you are. Bye for now.